Reddit, what are some fun things to do on New Year's Eve if you're not a big party goer, under 21? I'll be dressing up in my sequin dress, turning on Netflix's fireplace, and sitting on my sofa with a nice, fat book. Dreams really do come true. Wife and I are having a fondue feast and watching Marvel movies tonight. Tomorrow, we're making Swedish meatballs, various breads, and I'm making a cheesecake. We like to cook. My dental hygienist takes his kids to the Las Vegas Strip with a bunch of cans, like 40 cans, of silly string, and they have a huge family battle in the middle of the strip at midnight. Down the road from the huge crowds, Sahara, LV Boulevard for the locals here. Last year, the police got involved in a wholesome and fun manner. My wife and I are going to a hockey game and then coming home for the ball drop. Over the NYE party scene, it's just not a big deal anymore to us. I'm planning on drinking some magic mushroom tea with my wife and giggling at local fireworks from the safety of my living room. Sit still and wait for death. Make the query, what's your pleasure? And imagine what you'll do. You could get on dancin' groovy. No embarrassment or shame. Drink a whiskey singin' shanties. Gettin' naked. Go outside. You could start the perfect story. Write a stanza. Pen a rhyme that your kitchen has to give other people on the net. You could drunk and call your mother. You could do it all, my brother. Or just stay on Reddit. Yo. Retro video gaming, pizza party with friends. Nintendo being the best supplier, as they know who to do split-screen multiplayer like no others. Post on Reddit. Eat beans. Teenagers, have a sleepover with some close friends. Ring in the new year together. It's my birthday, so I just eat cake and open presents. My brother is coming over with Pizza Hut and his Switch, and we're gonna play Smash tonight. At least someone is smashing tonight. My family is always in Florida visiting family for New Year's, and we jump into the pool right as the clock strikes midnight. It is a great family tradition that kids can do as well. Drive drunk people around for fat stacks. My one friend does it every year and makes around $700. Playing video games alone. As someone that has always been let down by big New Year's Eve events, I now either just hang out with some friends and play games and not pay attention to the time, or I stay home, have a bunch of appetizers for dinner and go to bed by 10:30. Haven't been let down by Loki night yet. This is what I did. Around March, conceive a baby and have that baby be born on 12/31 and never go to New Year's party for like 15 to 18 years. It's been 6 today. Not beating yourself up about not going out on New Year's. Celebrate things whenever you feel like it. It's cool to stay inside on New Year's. Drive for Uber, Lyft. Make a bundle in one night and help reduce the number of impaired drivers. Cat. Playing retro games and trying to beat them. I'm planning on finally completing Ninja Gaiden tomorrow. Watch Netflix. Eat hot Cheetos. Drink wine, and hang out with my dog. My family drinks cranberry juice, then we do cartwheels in the front yard screaming USA, USA, USA. Stay at home, make yourself comfortable and just put on whoever's doing a New Year's Eve show. If you actually watch them, they have concerts going on and in general can be entertaining and give you a bit of that 2018 is ending feeling. I'm not sure if these count as partying, but I'm not a huge club goer, so my friends and I like to have fun in other ways, such as but not limited to weird food betting. If you have exotic grocery stores anywhere nearby, pick up a bunch of the weirdest food you can find, preferably things you've never heard of or tasted before. Play any game that requires betting. The loser has to pick a food out of the pot and taste it. It's fun because sometimes the food is actually really tasty and sometimes it's horrifically bad. Inflatable or trampoline party. Some areas have active play party venues that have trampolines, inflatables, obstacle courses, etc. Oftentimes, they have specials for New Year's that are always a good time. Host an overly fancy tea party. Make sure to include cucumber sandwiches, scones, and mini sweets. Ask everyone to dress up as snobby as possible and only speak in your snobbiest accent all night. Play board games in character. I have more if people are interested, but I understand that most of these things are stupid and require some amount of effort, so they aren't feasible for a lot of people. RC Car Monster Truck Rally. Put together a shitty monster truck arena with dirt and whatever free crap you find laying around, online. Have each participant bring their RC car. Encourage bullshit modding and decor. Play metal music while battling your cars. You can find cheap RC cars on Amazon. Attempt to make raindrop cakes. It's stupidly hard for something that contains less than 5 ingredients, and the results are often hilariously disappointing. If you live near a body of water, attempt to make small boats out of biodegradable materials either purchased or foraged. Don't litter. See if any of them actually float. If they do, throw rocks at them to try and sink them. Have a chopped iron chef-style competition using only easy bake ovens and children's play cooking utensils. If you have cattails growing in your area, wait until they are about to go to seed and use them to have a battle royale. They explode dramatically upon contact. You win if your cattail explodes upon striking your opponent. Don't wail on each other too hard, though. It doesn't take a lot for them to explode. Wear safety gear just in case. Football uniforms with safety glasses work well for this. Play Mario Party, but the people in the room are only allowed to communicate by making the best impression of their character's default catchphrase. For instance, different inflections of Yahoo for Luigi or random Yoshi noises. This gets extra fun if you get your friends to do shitty cosplay of their character as well. Anyone who breaks the rule must either drink, or grab a weird food out of the weird food pile, depending on whether alcohol is involved or not. I'm going to drink bourbon, eat chicken tenders, French fries, and ice cream, play Smash, and watch episodes. Order some pho and eat it whilst watching The Office reruns. My wife and I usually have appetizers for supper and watch a themed movie marathon. This year's theme is movies scored by Queen. Board game night. Risk was our go-to. See how long you can carry around an almost full bowl of hot soup, whilst naked, without scolding yourself. If you're gonna be taking the risk of spilling hot soup on your genitals, you deserve to be told off, to be honest. If you start watching Avengers Infinity War at 9:49 p.m. tonight, Thanos will snap at exactly midnight. If you started Lord of the Rings last week, you'd be able to see the credits for Return of the King by tomorrow. Under or over 21. Doesn't really matter. I had a group of friends that we all would make sandwiches and buy chips and water and drive around our city and hand them out with any spare blankets any of us had to anyone without accommodations. I moved, but plan on restarting that tradition. Really helped to frame priorities going into the new year. Do what I'm doing. Get your friends and play Smash Brothers. If you have Mario Kart, playing Mario Kart DUI with friends 1 year made for an incredible night. Rules stolen shamelessly from Game Grumps. You must have a full beer. Playing with mixed drinks could work, but I choose life. I'd amend the rules for liquor. You must finish your beer before the race ends or you're disqualified. You cannot drink and drive. To drink you must pull your cart over. Check with your local bowling places and see if they have a New Year's Eve special. A few years ago I went with my family, my teenage son and 2 of his friends. Myself, my early 20s daughter and her boyfriend. The price included unlimited bowling, pizza and pop. There was beer available and champagne at midnight for the adults. I had to coax them because they thought it would be lame, but by the time we left at 1 a.m., they all were raving about how much fun they had. Board games and Fortnite. Me, 30-year brother and 2 7-year-olds. We also drink orange soda out of wine glasses. Gotta keep it classy. Visit an older relative or give them a call to wish them a happy new year. Especially if you didn't get to see them for the holidays, it may take just a few minutes, hours of your time, but it will mean the world to the person you're visiting, calling. I'm in my 30s, but I quit drinking and am going to a pajama party. Gonna lounge around, enjoy good company, and good conversation. Things improve with simplicity. I'm switching from Farming Simulator 2018 to Farming Simulator 2019. Going to the movies with some friends is always fun. 9 times out of 10, the theater is pretty empty, especially the closer to midnight the showing is. Video games or late-night dinner with friends is also a very good option. I don't drink or party either, so these are usually my options. Then I play with them all night, then never talk them again. My friend and I used to get together and play board games. Monopoly never ended well, by the way. In college, we started the tradition of watching The Return of the Jedi and falling asleep before they go to Endor. This happened 7 more times. In some states, fireworks are legal. Be sure you are safe if you are going to blow something up. I believe 18 is the purchase age. We set fireworks off in NJ one time. That was really fun. I'm planning on being alone this year, so I'm going to make a plan for my resolution 500 mile in 1 year. Lose weight, artwork, reading ECT. I might drive down to the beach to sit on a beach and watch the new year come in. 1.5 hours drive. Silly, I know, but I love the shore. Cook something awesome for yourself. Something you wouldn't normally do. It's going to be raining here tonight, so I might take a walk in the rain with some bubbly or tea as a cleansing experience. There's something very cathartic about rain. I'm camping. Order Chinese and enjoy the fact you're not getting ripped off out at a bar. I'm 26. And I've never been into parties or drinking. My boyfriend and I will probably binge watch shows, eat some yummy leftovers, share a kiss at midnight, and continue binging shows. Stargaze and take a bubble bath. Have a friend or two over, order a pizza, watch movies and play video games. Got stuck on the 3rd word. In bed by 10:30. I have a tradition of writing down all the terrible things from the previous year and setting it on fire. It can be anything you want to leave behind going into the new year. This can easily be done alone or with a few close friends. It just feels nice watching all that negativity turn to ash. Can I just cut the middleman and set myself on fire? Something to do that's fun but is a much better idea before 10 o'clock or so to avoid drunk drivers is play a game called Hostage. You split into teams of 3 to 5 or so, doesn't really matter. You just have to be able to all fit into one car. One person is designated as the driver for each team. Then after that, drivers switch to other groups so that all the original members except the drivers are together. The teams plus their new driver get into a car. Everyone but the driver gets blindfolded. And then from there, the drivers have 15 minutes to drive the people in their new group to any location within the determined boundaries, and at the end of the 15 minutes, everyone but the driver get out of the car and remove the blindfolds. The driver now has to use only the phone, no maps, sharing location, or any sort of navigation other than just talking on the phone to talk with and find their original team and get back to the starting point. The first full team to get back and to the original starting place wins. A couple of things to change the game a little bit is sometimes, if people don't want to play as much, a person from the original team can be a navigator to help keep the driver focused. Sometimes we let them use the map on their phone in order to find better ways to get to places again, not using the navigation. Along with this, you can add or subtract time or play with no boundaries. My friends from high school played this senior year. We got pulled over while we were all blindfolded. One of the girls in the car was the cop's daughter. Good times. Go to bed early and enjoy a full day off in the morning. At 10:30, if you start Infinity War, you can watch Gamora drop instead of the ball. Sleep. Very fun and would recommend. My husband and I are planning on ordering out and then playing video games. I'm still sick, so I don't feel like really dressing up and going out. Sad face. My family always hosted a party for friends and family who lived close by, so they wouldn't have to drive home amid all the drunk drivers right after the turn of the year. We'd play board games and have snacks set out, and would make a big pot of chili to share with everyone cause it was cheap and could fill up a big group. I think New Year's is my favorite holiday now just because I loved that tradition so much. My NYE tradition is to go for a short 3 to 4 day backpacking trip in the Appalachian Mountains. I love spending the first day of the new year out in the woods with few to no people around. It's so peaceful and refreshing. Just me and the wildlife and my dog. My husky Cross and I like the cold, though it's not for everyone. My son and his friends have always spent New Year's with me. We play board games and beat on pots and pans at midnight. My son turned 18 this year and I expected they would skip it this year, but they're all planning on being here and playing board games. Lol, now they are bringing their girlfriends. Jerk off. Please tell me you'll time it correctly. Start at 11 hours 59 minutes and 58 seconds. What do I do with the extra second? Me and my friends are 21 and up. We're not big fans of drinking for varying reasons, but we are planning on getting together, having a meal and playing Jackpot Party 3. It's basically 5 games for $15. It's quite a steal, if you ask me. Me and my friends liked 3/5 of them and played for hours. Twilight Zone marathon on Sci-Fi or Netflix.